I think we got everything you need.
Yeah, I got this shit on lockdown. Give me the...
Now that we are at full strength, we must devise a way to
I've got a lead. There's this grizzled old general who's been bitching about the lack of info he gets about Aurora. Right now, he's the only one with the balls to call Victor the Dictator and According to him, the Aurora Dowser's down shit creek and may have been booted off his post. If we can prove that General is right, it isn't just some senile old man. Maybe the army's head honcho.
We would need hard evidence.
I'm almost positive that Dandolo can help us. Noctis sends merchants everywhere, after all.
We also have some connections with Technomancers over there. They should be able to tell.
We could try Anton. Aurora's a little far, but there's no place that's safe from Anton's little birds.
It's a start.
Even if abundance is run from the top down, members of the Assembly would pay attention to uprisings. Some of your local allies could help you stir up some anger in the masses. The ASC has made their lives miserable for months. People, it would not take much to spark them.
It's a good idea, but we can't influence entire populations by ourselves. We'd need allies hidden.
Back when I was an artist, I got into some altercations with Assembly members who thought my shows were blasphemy. Maybe it was because I didn't say "Hail to the Shadow" 50 times. I can't say for sure, but if we could get them to think that Victor isn't a devout believer, we could get the large religious sect of the Assembly to revoke their support, or we could just give them a little nudge in the right direction by making them believe Victor steals.
We'd have to stage an elaborate setup, and we'll need volunteers.
One last thing. I was told the High Judge endorses all of Victor's decisions, even though I know for a fact that he hates him, which is...
Or if you're in the mood to make a scandal, I've got everything we need. Did you know that Victor employs young women to worm out information on men he keeps tabs on? And I'm not Victor, but I have a feeling he used that info to blackmail these same men. If we can prove it, the Assembly would have to find evidence of his trafficking.
Back in my days...
Indeed. How's this? I've heard that a small faction of the Assembly blindly backs up Victor, no matter how crazy the So I believe it almost certain that their chief of this faction was bribed. So unless we bribe him ourselves...
It's not ideal, but I have no way of finding out what dirt the ASC has on that man. We'll have to go without his support, and hope we can get enough voters elsewhere.
All these ideas... But... This is going to sound self-interested, but if we could help the mutants escape from the pen, it would expedite the Colonel's downfall. The people and the Assembly would be outraged to know that after decades of civilized... I'd like to see the Colonel try to justify his mistake of so many slaves, particularly ones that...
No, it's not selfish. It's a good plan. Thank you, all of you. Hi.
Zachariah!
I got your well taken.
And a serious matter has come to my attention. Our observers in Ophir report that a mutant group there now faces execution. Punishment for...
Probably fixing the city's shutters. Aurora's attacks blew a hole in Ophir's roof, considering how...
Humans hurt other humans and mutants face death. Yes. Well, they are being held apart from the rest. They must be...
I'll do what I can. Can't...
Your best is better than our nothing.
Zach, I can't stop thinking about everything we heard from that dirtbag. Keep hoping it's all just a terrible lie, but... There's something that doesn't make sense in this story. I can't come to terms with the idea that he told us the truth, but I'm also struggling to understand why he would have deported our little clique to martyrdom. We were nothing to him. I was told Gloria came to Noctis not long ago. I need to see her again. I could go alone, but it means...
I'm gonna come with you.
Thank you, Zach.
Greetings, Zachariah.
Rumor is Aurora's dowser was deposed. I need to know it's more than rumor, though. If it's true, we might be able to convince some...
Even though I don't like the idea of continuing the conflict between Abundance and Aurora that has caused so much suffering, I have a few contacts among Aurora's Technomancers. They're not quite brothers, but they're at least like cousins. And I've heard... Let me show you. This one...
Thanks, Melvin.
Zachariah, I've received a message from Dandolo. He has some...
Really? Did he learn?
The ASC had him locked up in an old dome near Ophir. In his message, he says that it's a dome that Technomancers used to use.
Hard to forget. Yes. That's where initiations would take...
We're lucky that scum in Phobos managed to stop Cain. That crazy zealot would have led us to the grave. I only wish that Phobos was on.
Some relics. You're a Technomancer. You gotta know where we can find some.
Yeah.
Oh, things are gonna heat up. I can feel it. Gloria better have a good excuse, otherwise she's gonna get fucked up.
Stop it, Amelia. I can't even confirm if what was said was true. I need an explanation, not a fight.
You can't blame me. Every time I see you get pissed, let me tell you, I'm glad it ain't me. Summer's on a hair trigger, you know?
Isn't it about time we change the subject? My trigger discipline isn't so good today.
I had some... I'd like to buy back the relics I brought.
What? No, I'm afraid I cannot honor your request.
All right, I'll look...
That's the spirit.
You're a robber.
Don't...
When you...
Sure, I even found an old robe.
I see. Do you have any relics?
Things from the old settlers? Yeah.
You're a robber, right?
Don't like...
When you say
Sure. I even found an old...
I see.
Welcome, welcome.
I'm looking to buy some...
Not an easy thing to come by, but...
I'll take them all.
Zachariah.
Can't do this. Back to square one.
Damn, that's weird. But I thought the dome was in ruins. So then, where'd they put that old geezer?
There should be a few standing structures next to the ones that collapsed, unless they've already started clearing the rubble.
That sounds like bad news.
It would be. There were secrets in those ruins. I would rather have stayed buried, especially...
That's the problem with secrets. All that time spent worrying about someone finding out, it's a burden that turns into a habit, that turns into obsession. I know you're just as scared about what's in the dome as what patience might reveal. I just hope the old man's still holding on. He's as stubborn as an unfed ostrich. But I don't know.
Poor Patience. He thought he was finally safe in Noctis. Instead, we threw him straight back into Victor's arms.
What do you mean? We saved him from that camp.
It's just, we must have attracted the attention of Victor's spies when we asked Dandolo to keep an eye on him. He was supposed to be just another nobody in Noctis, but our request ended up selling him out.
These thugs, more like cavemen with bigger sticks, don't understand respect, science, age, or knowledge. Any problem they can't solve, they'll use torture. What's 2 plus 2? I don't know. Let's torture the mathematician and find out. Ugly brutes. If they take power in abundance, they'll turn it into a Darwinistic jungle. A whole group of psychopaths, wanting to take control of everything through mindless violence.
Sounds like this story hits close to home.
It's true. I understand what that poor Technomancer must be going through.
We'll have to be careful. The place must be teeming with troops.
You're right.
This is where you were initiated.
Yeah, but the dome was in better condition. The ASC weren't here. There was a giant mantis, though.
A giant mantis? Don't tell me that was part of the initiation.
No, the area had decoys dressed as thieves. The monsters were unplanned. Though I learned a lot from the experience. If it weren't for my master, I would have died down there.
Must be strange coming back. All the memories.
Patience! Wake up! Patience, come on! Damn it, they almost killed him.
Stop! Let me go. I won't tell you it... Zach, holy shit, is it really you?
What the hell happened to you?
I was on the way back to my place. There was someone behind me, and before I could turn, he was on me. Next thing I knew, I woke up in a cell. Ugh, they tortured me for days. Wanted me to talk, wanted me to tell them everything I knew about you. Where you were, what you were doing, what we found.
You figure out what the tablet said?
Unfortunately. If I hadn't, then I wouldn't have been able to tell them anything, but I just finished when they found me.
What did you tell him?
At the beginning I fought, Zach. I did. I fought. Didn't say a damn thing. Then Victor came. And the shit he did to me, Zach, you have no idea. I didn't tell him everything. I didn't, but I had to tell him something. Or I told him what I found in the tablet. Everything. I'm so sorry.
Stop. It's fine. You did what you could. Everyone's got a breaking point. What did it say?
It talked about a giant research base that was able to keep in contact with Earth. They had a beacon and gave the base's coordinates. I mean, the coordinates weren't up to date anymore, so I had to recalculate them, but it's in the South Pole, Zach. It's protected by a huge layer of ice.
If you can walk, we need to get out of here.
I can. Let me try. Just let me rest a minute. Just a minute.
All right, let's untie you and get you out of here.
Must find the City of Ice before they do, Zachariah. If Victor finds the beacon, he could use it to gain the people's trust. Furthermore, if
He's got a head start, but we'll catch him.
Aye aye, Zach. If it's really this...
What?
I'll have to make some mods. It'll be tougher than you think. Also, wear an extra layer or two if you don't want to freeze your nuts off.
Big ice city.
A tangent that'll lead to another tangent?
As long as Victor has the Assembly's blessing and the full support of the ASC, it'll be pointless to look for them.
What do you think we'll find in that lost city? And if just a few survive, we could find...
Why should we go to this city instead of just overthrowing Victor?
I'm looking for a beacon. I want to get in touch with Earth, but not so I can run from the ASC. It's so I can reunite with our ancestors. With the people of Earth, we can stop the wars over water. We can utilize the technology we lost. We can understand the truth.
That sounds perfect. Too perfect.
Meet Patience. We just broke him out of one of the ASC's jails. He could use a place to recover.
Then he is welcome to recover here. Our healers, Patience, will be honored to tend to your wounds.
Oh, that would be great. Thank you. All this reminds me of an old hiding spot I had in...
This is real nice and all, but
About what?
I'm guessing you're gonna want to go to that city, right? Right. Problem is, that city's coordinates, according to what Patience said.
Any way to make it that?
I don't know. Gotta think about it.
If I know you...
I like your faith in me, but... Problem is, I knew he'd made improvements to his machines, but I don't remember seeing any diagrams. Though they could be somewhere in the ship.
We can ask, I guess. And
Gonna be damn fucking cold out there, Zach.
maybe we should go borrow some gear from Victor. He's known the site's coordinates a lot longer than we have.
I like the way you think.
I'm pleased Scum was chosen. He has already proven he can lead our people. And his speech was so moving.
Zakaria, you are... Oh no.
Nisha, don't stay here. You shouldn't.
Zach, I'm not a child. Let me listen. I have to know. I have to... Nisha, I heard that you had left Ophir, that you come back here often now. I know that I won't be able to see you and tell you all this in person. I don't have the courage for it. So I hope that someone will give you this message, that you will listen to this and that you will forgive me. I did something awful, something that haunts me every day, every instant, something with which I cannot live today. You have always been strong, so much more brilliant, prettier. And me, I was in your shadow, and I felt that I was suffocating. So I went to see a man, a thief. I said that you knew some things about their trafficking, that you were dangerous to them. And it worked. Too well, because they came to arrest our whole group. And during all those years spent with you in the camp, when I saw how they were torturing you, when Nick died, I also wanted to die. But they refused. Today, I still carry the...
I'm sorry, Nisha. Come on.
I'm sorry, Nisha. If I can help or, you need to talk, I'm here. If you need it. Anything.
Yeah. Thanks, Andrew.
Zachariah.
I need your help. I'm trying to compel some assembly members to withdraw.
You have my head.
There's a fraction of religious assembly members that would be appalled to learn Victor keeps certain relics for personal use. And if they did, it's all but certain that they would drop their endorsement.
And how exactly do you...
No, just by making Victor's relic collecting a little more visible to the public eye. Imagine a few ASC agents carrying relics, along with orders stipulating that they bring these objects to the Colonel. They're chugging along until they bump into a group of concerned citizens who insist they bring the...
Ah, so I guess you'll play a concerned citizen while my men dress up as ASC agents. They won't be flattered, but if you provide the costumes, they'll take care. I am pleased to know that my use of disguises inspired you. Perhaps we'll own a...
Zach, I know I'm a... Shit. It sucks being on the road with no privacy. If we did, it'd make you shoot more than a little electricity. That too forward?
Maybe not like a lady I've ever known, but I like you how you are. Sure.
I'll pay a little visit to your room then.
Besides your rovers, what else makes...
Nature. Not the bugs or animals and stuff, but the landscape. Back in Ophir, I used to take the rover out before sunrise just to take it all in.
Amelia the poet philosopher. Who'd have...
Why you gotta be a smartass?
Aha, I'm not. I just never saw that side of you.
Let's go together.
Are you seeing it?
What, you mean a boyfriend? No.
I mean...
Look at your face! You... Can I come in?
Come here.
I may not be the perfect girl, Zach, but I think we make a kick-ass team. And I want to stay together.
We're together for the long haul, so you're stuck with me, kid.
Signal station, and I'll stop your train dead in its tracks.
Good thing they don't have a rover.
Got that right. Aurora might have won the war and be overflowing with Technomancers, but they don't have decent fucking vehicles.
You a messenger?
Look, I can't tell you anything. Please, if I can't. The information I have...
I know, but you're gonna have to comply. Train stopped. I'm gonna need your tablet and all the information that you can provide me.
What? I would never jeopardize...
Either way, you're gonna give me what I want. You can give it to me.
You don't understand. Now, if I tell you, they will kill me. Either way, I will never be able to return to Aurora. Our dowser, wisdom, was... Take my tablet. It has anything else you want. Now, please.
So, why have they decided to go at it without their war hero?
Don't know yet. Word is it was treason, but in times like this, that can mean anything. It's chaos there.
That sounds bad for Aurora. Especially given the fact the second Abundance's military gets its hands on that tablet. Mr. Mancer, I was sent by an important citizen. He's in need of your help and promises great support in return.
I'm guessing you're not gonna give me this
No, just, he says he already owes you his life. I need to go.
feel like an idiot. I feel like any jackass with 2 eyes is gonna know we're frauds.
Relax. No one besides Victor's gonna find out what's going on. I promise you.
My, aren't we sprightly today? Not even a slight bit suspicious? Maybe it's a trap.
If it was, I don't think he'd have arranged it in front of one of the most popular bars in Ophir.
Victor's so powerful that nothing he could do would surprise me. But you're right. There are easier ways of setting us up.
Your Honor, I wish I'd known. You sent...
I need to talk to you. I've kept an eye on you since you saved me. I never believed the lies the Colonel's been spreading about you. I just, unfortunately, did not know how. Victor is a power-hungry sociopath, driven by his personal goals, destroying abundance. I've known it for years.
Why not?
4 years ago, my son disappeared, and soon after, I started receiving messages telling me that if I ever wanted to see him alive, I needed to make certain decisions in my court. Only recently did it become clear. Every decision I was instructed to make cleared the way for Victor's rise to power. It has to stop. For my son, for abundance. Do you hear me? I have seen your strength with my own eyes. Save my son. And with my influence in the Assembly, I could easily have you.
I just want Victor to fall. That's enough for me. Any idea where he might be holding it?
I wish I did. I know the ASC has secret facilities. Some say they're in the underworks. I don't know. Hearsay, perhaps. But if true, maybe someone in the army or...
I'll do my best, Your Honor.
guys are like hawks. We're gonna have to clear them out or it's gonna be near impossible to talk to the guys inside. There he is! Get him!
Hey there.
Hello?
I'm Zachariah Mancer. I'm an ally.
She is listening, but is not.
I know the ASC's got secret
The man was lucky to find her. She worked to build the place. She knows the path under the source that leads straight.
Thanks. Hey, are you the
He is, yes.
No, I'm Zachariah Mancer. One of your people sent me. His name is...
I know that name. I feel like I'm dreaming. A human? Offering to help us? I won't say no, but I hope I don't wake up soon. I need explosives so we can blast our way, and if you can find explosives, we'll be able to make a hole big enough for us to escape through. And I need to warn some groups. You'll also need to give a rousing speech. Many of them are terrified, but maybe they'll listen to you. Anyway.
What?
We have a mole. There's a brother here who works for the humans. I haven't figured out who.
Any idea how to blow?
Not sure. But if the human brings up our legendary icons, like Phobos or Scum, he might try to overdo it and sing their praise to the moon.
All right, I'll take it.
This is still so odd.
Hey, good looking.
I'm gonna need some explosives to help the mutants.
Good thing you asked the only girl on this planet who always carries a little nitro in her pocket for just such an occasion. I can make you some explosives, but not something... I could do it in my shed. Got reagents in there and enough room to work.
What does the man want?
Quiet. Shut up. Scum sent me to free you and bring you to the Underworks. You should be...
Scum sent you? He... Yes. Thank you. They had stopped hoping they could ever escape. If they go that way, man, they will die. They must go to the Underworks, like Man said earlier.
Hey.
Hello, man.
If you can tell me about Scum and...
He has never...
If you're not a mole, why didn't you try to...
He is scared. He has seen...
I'll give explosives to your chief. When I give the order, he'll...
Explosives? If we could smuggle that in, then... Yes, we...
Hello.
What does the man want?
I just want to know more about
He knows nothing of those names. Those names...
All right. You don't want to get out of here.
He does. He wants...
Believe it or not, a lot of you have gotten out of here.
Some escaped.
I know you're scared you'll get caught, and what'll happen to you if you do. You heard of Mutant Valley?
They talk about it like it was paradise.
It's as real as your scars. I've seen it. I've been there. Only mutants live there. Free. I have a feeling you do know Phobos. You know how many times he's fled the city? Helped others like you be free. And he's done it alone, which you won't have to do. You'll find help.
I can...
Hi.
Hi.
He can tell me what he knows about...
He knows only they're mutant rebels. Escaped with many mutants to create a mutant nation that is the enemy of Mother Abundance. Traitors who...
Wow. Looks like we found a...
Holy shit, are they a bunch of pussies. Gotta get some balls. Get hungry to kick some ass. What the hell do you need to convince them for?
They're scared, Amelia. Their spirits have been broken.
I know, but they got a chance to be free. Get excited. Just saying.
Here we go. Through this trapdoor, you'll reach the underworks, and from there, the canyons. The mutants emerge...
Give yourself up!
Holy shit. Feels like it's been forever since I was back in my shed. Good to be home. Now, where do we start our search?
No idea. Was hoping you'd point the way.
I hope I'll be able to help you find what you're looking for, but if I were you, I wouldn't expect too much from my memories. They're rather vague. It's been so long.
Give yourself some credit, Scott. We'll find something useful.
If you say so, ask away.
Ditto.
Can't open the lock or break it. Gonna need the combination. You have any idea where we should...
Nah, not really. I barely even remember my dad.
So this is where your father...
Yeah. I mean, looks nothing like... Desk was taken out a long time ago by someone, looted, or... I don't know.
What about all his tools?
Most. But I found a box in his room which probably had his favorites, and... He had a locker.
Let me take a look at the tools and lock. Did your father have any...
Who doesn't, Zach? Not as many as Technomancers, I'm sure, but secrets tend to come with being a Reacher. See shit when you're out and about, and you don't want to... So, yeah, I'm sure he had them. But I was so damn...
You have any memories of your dad?
Well, he was gone a lot. I remember right when I started working here, I even found one of his doodles on the wall.
On a wall? You have any memory?
Well, I remember...
On a wall? Alright, I'm gonna start combing...
Lead the way.
Can't open the lock or break it. Gonna need the combination. Your old friend Mark apparently made drawings that diagrammed how he improved his rover. They gotta be around here.
No, I don't believe... That was some time ago, though, but I do recall his rover and...
Do you remember where he'd put...
Mark was private and protective of his stuff. Didn't like people nosing around. And since he always had people visiting his shed, he would take things, tools and things, into his bedroom when they came. I always found it curious why someone would want to sleep with a scoop.
Right. Well, maybe they're still in there. Where did he used to...
Oh, Zachariah, I'm not sure he had valuables. At least not in financial terms. Valuable with
You ever look inside that lock?
No, No. It had a big lock with a code on it. Never knew how to get in, and after a while, I just forgot about it. Also...
Maybe I can break it open. I'll head back and check the
Well, yes, it is a very large shed.
Can't open the lock or break it. Gonna need the combination. Amelia, there was a map of the shed with his tools.
Weird. It's not even close to the same shape. Like it was bigger back then. I don't remember any construction being done on it, though.
Perhaps, and I am just, might Mark not have built a secret room in a corner of the shed? One in which he might have hid some more sensitive work, or maybe a favorite food.
That's where your mind goes? A secret room for
When all likely things are ruled out, the only other options are the unlikely. Got nothing to lose by at least poking around to see. This isn't a good time to just hang around here. This isn't a good time to just hang around here. Can't open the lock or break it. Gonna need the combination. I know you did.
I'm trying, Zach.
You see the old map I found? You sure you don't know?
Doesn't look familiar. Feels like the only way I've ever known the shed is the way it is now.
What about a lucky number?
I don't... If he did, I never knew.
Maybe he used you or your mom's birthday.
You really think I didn't already try all those?
What else was important to your dad, other than his family?
He was a reacher, so traveling and his rover. I remember that rover. Remember one time we wrote this little mantra he had on the...
What was it?
I don't know, it was so... Something about time and exploration. Something about every soul being too short to explore all of Mars, but how each soul still brings a new discovery.
Well, a soul's a Martian day. That's 24 hours, 39 minutes, 35 seconds. Worth a try. Alright, I'm gonna start combing the place. Maybe we'll find something.
Lead the way.
Worked. Locker's open. Just needed to enter the duration of a soul. All for a single key. Not a damn clue what it even goes to. I know you didn't know him that well, and it was a real long time ago.
I'm trying, Zach.
I found this key.
Nah, never needed a key like that in here. No idea what it would open. Already opened the shed safes.
You find any locks you couldn't open? Couldn't find a key?
Nah, but... Yeah, no. Never seen this before. But what the hell's this drawing on it? Fuck.
Let's go take a look. I know you didn't know him.
I'm trying.
You see the old...
Doesn't look...
Alright, I'm gonna start...
Lead the way.
Guy, my mind is like...
Mark have any...
Yeah, he drew so many in so many places that one day he actually drew it all over my office. Over my...
Yeah, I found the doodle on his toolbox, and even on the key we found.
It was also on the wall of the shed. I thought it was funny as a kid. Never knew it was my dad who drew it, though.
If it's the same symbol that's on his key, maybe we should check it out. Scott.
Got...
You ever seen...
Nah.
Yeah, but this one has a drawing on it and was hidden in his lock.
I'll head back and check.
Well, yes, it is a very large shed.
This isn't a good time to just hang around here. I know. You see the old map I found?
Doesn't look familiar.
I found this.
Nah, never needed a key.
Your dad have any other safes?
I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like if he had, I'd have gotten them when I...
What about another shed? Any chance he had more?
There are only 2 rover sheds in all of Ophir. The other one belongs to the Watchers, though, who have their own explorers, so we...
Could be a fake wall or something.
Zach, look where we're at. Quality construction isn't exactly a fucking priority around here. Every wall sounds hollow. Knock too hard and they might fall down.
You find any locks you couldn't open?
Nah, but... yeah, no. Never seen this before. But what the hell's this drawing on it? Fuck, him and his old drawings. Looks like the same one that was on his wall, though, doesn't it?
Let's go take a look. If it is, it's probably not. This isn't a good time to just hang around here. This drawing's hiding some sort of slot.
Maybe it's a lock?
Mark was quite the jester. He had the audacity, built a secret room in one of the army's sheds and hid a lock in one of his doodles. Oh, what a...
His notes are pretty detailed about this icebreaker. He even lists all the materials needed to build it. I should be able to find them.
That's perfect! I can retrofit the front of my rover and just attach the icebreaker right to it.
That brings something to my... Should we not perhaps insulate the machine as well? Considering the...
Yeah, probably why he added a special coating to the shell. Some kind of light flexible plate if I'm reading the notes right. Doesn't say the exact, but says how he attached it, but not...
It calls to mind the abandoned dome. All those boxes of insulation lying about.
Yeah, that's... my dad's drawing. I could probably adapt him to the...
It's where the people who worked at...
Maybe. Though the city shouldn't have been under the pole back then. It was nearby, not underneath. All the damn turmoil must have really fucked with... Only thing that's important, though, is you...
Traitor, get him!
Your Honor, I
need to talk to you. Victor is a power-hungry sociopath.
Why not?
For only it has to stop. With my influence in the assembly.
I just want... I'll do my best.
Their eyes are like hawks. I'm gonna have to clear them out or it's gonna be near impossible to talk to the guys inside.
Get him!
Hey there.
Hello.
I'm Zach.
She is listening.
I know
The man.
Hey, are you...
Ian.
No.
I know. I feel like if you... But mate,
What?
we...
Any...
Not sure. But if...
Alright, I'll take it.
This is still...
I'm gonna need some
Good thing you asked. I could do it in my...
Zachar...
Hey, good looking.
I'm gonna need some explosives.
Good thing you asked the only girl on this planet who always carries a little nitro. I could do it in my shed. Got reagents. okay good looking.
I'm gonna need some...
No.
Hello.
If you're not a I'll give my brother. It's... I...